What is up, Scorpio? Welcome to your general timeless reading. These are generals, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placement on my channel. These are also timeless, so whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you. If you want a personal reading or Reiki session, I am a master Reiki practitioner. You can go ahead and book your session down below through my website in the description box. Also, check out Vimeo and Patreon for additional readings like the monthly readings, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, and weekly Patreon-only videos. Like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get into these goodies. Goodies, right? Let's use, what do I want to use for Scorpio? Okay, let's use Modern Witch Tarot. I haven't used this in, well, I've been trying to use it a little bit more lately, but let's get cross-legged too. Let's get comfy. Let's get comfy. Okay. Scorpio, let's see what's going on with you guys. Show me what I most need to see for Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You guys might get like a really spiritual read today. So strange, because I usually get certain readings I do on Patreon and readings I do for the collective on YouTube are typically very different channels. I get much different imagery on Patreon than I do for the YouTube collective, and this feels very much so like a Patreon read, kind of, to be honest with you. I get like a lot of Egyptian imagery and a lot of like things about like Atlantis and stuff when we're on Patreon, because we do a lot of spiritual work on Patreon. It's very much so for people who are working on their spiritual path and trying to evolve, want to know about collective consciousness, things of that nature. Yeah, then we have Temperance, Two of Cups, and the Chariot. So you literally have 3 cards that speak to your soul's alignment, progressing on your path, your masculine, your feminine energy. We're talking very spiritual read now. I like it though. Temperance is Sagittarius energy, Two of Cups is Cancer energy, and the Chariot is more Cancer energy. I just heard Show Me the Way, which I actually really like that, and the Sun and the Temperance card in the background is really sticking out to me. Even though it is in reverse, there's something about it that it's almost like it's trying to rise. I kind of feel like, which makes sense, Scorpio, right? I kind of feel like it's almost like you are trying to go through this rebirth. It kind of feels like a struggle though, in the sense, let's say like a butterfly is getting stuck coming out of the cocoon. It kind of feels like that. Like, I'm trying to peel away the skin, and why isn't it happening? Like, why does this transformation feel so much more difficult than the previous transformations I've gone through? Because it's bigger. It's a bigger transformation. You're releasing a lot of heavier energies. With the Two of Cups in reverse, I also feel like there's certain aspects of yourself. It's not that you're not ready to release them. I don't think that you see these aspects. I still think that there's a few things that you don't fully quite see yet, and with the Chariot, that's why it's delaying the progress forward, and that's why it kind of feels like you're trying to pull this old skin off you, and it's kind of like, why is it just like slowly it's getting stuck? Why is it getting stuck? It just feels like that. And the reason I brought up the imagery is because right away they're showing me like imagery about when I see like Atlantis imagery, that immediately to me is like past life energy. I get really drawn. I work a lot with Poseidon. I have an altar here with Poseidon up there. So if I see a lot of water, a lot of Atlantis imagery, that to me draws me back to past lives, because that's just like a personal thing. I have a lot of past lives in that. We don't need to go into it. We talk about it on Patreon. So if you wanna know about it, check out Patreon. But yeah, this is definitely like past life healing energy. But it's probably also karmic cycles that you may not be aware of with other people you interact with that have to be healed and have to be addressed. And it's not that they're not healed. I think that they're healed. I think that it's just like the full understanding of it, like having the aha moment of, oh, that's the big picture of that relationship. I've done the healing, but that's what I really needed to click. Okay, now I can release it. It's kind of like that. I like it though. I like it because it feels very positive. It just feels like a little glitch, right? It just feels like a little bit of a delay. I don't feel bad. It feels really nice, actually. It feels very necessary, because I think it's actually gonna, You're gonna feel so empowered after you go through it though, because it's gonna allow you to have a brand new perspective of how capable you are in regards to not only your spirituality, but connecting with other people and seeing things in a new light, seeing things in a new perspective. Because to have those aha moments means that you've really stepped back from that old version of self into a new version of self, right? Which is amazing. I love that. Ace of Pentacles, new version of self. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the Seven of Pentacles, waiting, like tapping the foot. Okay, well, can we tick tock? Like, I got things to do. I got things to do. Yep, Four of Swords. I love this. Four of Swords, like, am I done healing yet? I've been doing this for a good damn minute. Like, are we done here? I thought I was learning my lessons, and you're literally saying it to the Hierophant, which is spirituality, institutions, religion, higher consciousness energy, and they're looking down at you like, you haven't learned the full lesson yet. That's why I'm in reverse. And you're kind of like, what do you mean? I got the pentacle right here in my hand. No, you need the big ass pentacle. You need this one. I have the big ass pentacle. You don't even see the bigger pentacle. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I know some of you are like, it's not funny, Jordyn. It sucks right now. It's really hard. I understand. Like, and some of you are like, you don't understand. Listen, it's a general read. I'm trying to have fun on my platform here, okay? You want a personal reading? You can book it down below. I promise you. Very empathetic. But these are just meant to be, they're meant to be fun. They're meant to help. I love all of you. I hold space for all of you. Just know that these are general, okay? They're general. Let's get into it. Let's clarify this bad boy. What do I want to clarify with? Let's clarify. Yeah, why not? I was just brushing some sage off it anyway. So you know it's clean. Clean, mean tarot reading machine. Such a nerd. It's okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so when you guys are having these dreams, right? Because we all know your dream space is completely chaos right now. When you're having these dreams, and it's like you're having dreams of people from different points in your life, and these people don't even know each other. It's like you're having a dream from a person from high school, but then you're having a dream with a person from college, and you're having a dream from a person in your family, and all these people are together talking, and you're there too, and you're like, you people don't even know each other, and yet you're all acting like best friends right now. This is weird. I want you guys to be mindful of the kind of dreams you're having right now, and if you remember and you wake up and you do remember them, please write them down, because you're going to go back to sleep, wake up again, you're not going to really remember them for a few days after that. There's a reason that you're having these kinds of dreams, and I'm not going to tell you why, because it's part of your path to try and understand that. But just be mindful of your dreams right now, write them down. I wouldn't study them, but like meditate on it. Hermit, nice. More majors. They're all in reverse though. You got the Hermit, Virgo energy. That's introspection. That's what we're talking about with the dream space. I really want you to go within, because the Hermit to me is kind of like the Hangman. It does feel like Dark Night of the Soul energy, but it's like almost more, I just heard tangible, but it almost feels more in regard, well, tangible, yeah, I guess tangible works. Tangible in the sense of the things going on in your awakened state that are difficult, that are struggles, and it's trying to make sense of it all. It's like you go home at night and you're thinking about it, but you're getting the answers in your dream space. You're getting the answers from your higher consciousness. So stop rattling your brain. Yeah, Ten of Swords, because you're closing out the cycle. The Chariot in reverse and the Three of Cups. Things will move forward. There will be joy. There will be happiness. You will have a new soul tribe, but you need to go within and understand that the things that you're holding on to, right, that you may think, for some of you, it's wanting a certain individual to come with you into this new cycle, when your higher self is kind of like, you already know that they're not supposed to be moving forward with you. Three of Cups in reverse, right? They're not actually part of your soul tribe in your higher consciousness that you are becoming, and this new version of yourself that you're becoming. It's not that they're a bad person. It's not that you two are not friends. It's simply that as our frequencies change, as we evolve, that person's going to change and they're going to evolve. And your frequency might be here, theirs might be here, or it might be vice versa. You're tuned into different radio stations. That communication's not going to be on the same wavelength, and that means that you're going to attract people at your own radio stations. So they're going to go to 95.5, you're going to go to 97.2, and that's totally cool. And you're going to have a new soul tribe. You're moving in different directions, but it's time to really be accepting and allow that cycle to close out. Temperance in reverse tells me you're resisting that, right? And that's what's making it hard to really shed this skin. It's kind of like you're doing it, but it's like, oh, I got a few things that are kind of catching my skin, not really letting me release it. So let's look at these connections, right? The Two of Cups in reverse, because this is your soul alignment, right? It's the things, people, situations standing in the way of you finding that true alignment with self. Self-sabotaging, what we've been talking about, the resistance, because you already know. You already know what these things are, these people are, these jobs are, these environments, these habits. These habits could be literal habits. It could be a way of talking to yourself, talking to other people, way of perceiving things. It could be habits as in biting your nails or not exercising enough. It could be drug habits. It could be drinking habits. It could be eating habits. It could be self-care habits. It could be any kind of friggin' habit you want, right? It could also just be self-sabotaging behavior. It could be in the sense of, I already know I gotta let go of this person, but I don't want to do it because I fear that I'm not going to have another friendship like that. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Whatever you release is going to be replaced either with this or something better. It's the dirty water theory. If you were with me for a while, I used to talk about the dirty water theory all the time. When I wake up in the morning, I pour out my dirty water. Why? Because it's self-sabotaging if I'm gonna wake up and drink that shit, right? Self-sabotaging. You get rid of the old, you pour it out the cup, and you fill it up with new water. So I'm gonna pour out that old soul tribe because they don't serve me anymore. I don't wanna be drinking no dirty water, because if I pour it out, I have room for a new soul tribe to come in. Clean water, fresh water, dirty water theory. Toodaloo. I'm thirsty actually, so. Get it done. Get her done, right? Let's look at the Two of Cups again. Yeah, death in reverse. What are we self-sabotaging? Well, I don't want it to end. I don't want the ending to come. I'm resisting it. There's your energy too. Stop it. Goofy goober. Quit. Quit. I'm not trying to call you out. It's not me. It's spirit. I'm just kind of the conduit over here. I just translate. I'm just translation nation. That's all I do. Let's look at the Chariot. Yeah, you have the opportunity to move forward. Three of Wands. It's right here. You have the opportunity to move forward. And at the end of the day, it's kind of like, well, there's my ship. I can jump on it. I actually saw a really good quote this morning. I've seen it a few times. I've seen it a bunch of times. And it's like, if your ship is not moving forward, your relationship, your friendship, named all these different kinds of ships, then you need to find a new ship, right? If it's not helping you progress, if it's not helping you become the kind of person you want to be, then why are you on that ship is sinking? You need to find a new ship, okay? Relationship, partnership, all of it. Four of Pentacles in reverse, right? Surrender. Surrender to this opportunity. Release the things that are keeping you in a lack mentality, right? That are not a true 10 of Pentacles. They're not solid. It's not something that's serving you. It's something that you're just holding on to out of a sense of familiarity. Because let's look at what your Ace of Pentacles is. What this amazing opportunity for you is. All these goodies. Because you're goodies. You got some goodies. I know you got goodies. Wink, wink. See, you got Judgment. The Seven of, oh, and then what's that? Is that the Eight of Cups? Yeah. You're being really called to walk away from this, but with the Eight of Cups in reverse, it's kind of like, but I want to turn around. I want to go back. It's like wanting to move in a new direction. Wanting to move in a new direction. Wanting to do all these new things. But at the same time, it's almost like you have this very distorted sense of loyalty to this person or the situation, where it's ignoring your call, because judgment is the call. Judgment is Pluto's Scorpio energy. It is the soul, it's higher self, it's higher consciousness. It's also your divine order, divine higher order beings, like your guides, your ancestors, your spirit allies, things of that nature, trying to push you into this new cycle. Yep, and then the sun in reverse. It's not seeing that, because the sun's about illumination, so it's what you do not see, right? And with the Knight of Swords there, it's almost like you're running right towards your sun, right towards your happiness, and you do not see it because you're so focused on the Queen of Pentacles, who's holding that pentacle, right? On having this Ace of Pentacles, but even though you're focused on it, you're like, but I can't have it. I can't have it. Why? Because I'm also focused on going backwards. I want my sun, I want my Ace of Pentacles, I want to go towards it, but I also have this distorted sense of loyalty to this relationship, to this dynamic that I can't let go of. It's kind of a teeter-totter. Which is why it's self-sabotaging though, right? You can't have the new cycle without allowing an old cycle to end. But that's what that full moon in Libra with the sun exalted in Aries was all about. Because the full moon in Libra was about partnerships. Aries is about self. So when you have this, and then we also had Venus in Aries, and Venus is not happy in Aries because Venus is home in Libra. I talked about this all in the full moon video on Patreon. So if you want to know more about that, check out Patreon. That's for tier 2 patrons, by the way. So if you do want access to it, tier 2 patron. But long story short, when we have, because we're in this energy as I'm doing this reading, it was just yesterday. Yeah, it was just yesterday. This kind of energy is going to make us look at our relationships and see where we are self-sacrificing parts of ourselves, things that we want for ourselves, Ace of Pentacles, for the sake of relationships that are toxic, that are not serving us, or even relationships that we do love, that are healthy, but are taking away things that we want to pursue for our highest good, right? So for example, you're over-giving, you're giving to your detriment for the sake of a dynamic that is actually supposed to be falling away, when you could really be having a very stable new foundation and embodying a very grounded, nurturing, well-rounded, divine feminine energy for yourself, which is what the universe wants for you. But that's a choice, it's a decision, right? So let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. And you're over here investing all this time and energy trying to build a 10 of Pentacles, but it's not going to happen because you're giving energy to something that's self-sabotaging instead of giving energy to the Ace of Pentacles that is going to grow into the 10. Because between that is the Three of Pentacles. That's the collaboration card. That's the building card. Where your energy must go is to what you want to build, not into what needs to fall away. The Fool in reverse. Again, the delayed beginning, right? This is the new cycle. Well, I want my 10. It's the new cycle, though. If you want the new cycle, you got to let go of the old. Do-do-do. Bye-bye. No more. Emperor, right? You got to be willing to create. You got to be willing to take charge. Aries energy. Aries, the self, right? Where the sun is. Where the sun's exalted right now. Where the sun feels empowered. The sun is also about illumination. The sun is self. The sun is about independence, as is Aries, right? And with that being the polarity to Libra, where we just had that full moon, it's making us look at, okay, what do I need to sacrifice or let go of for the sake of myself to evolve and shed an old skin so I can become a better version of me, a more stable version of me for a new cycle? Because Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, right? To go through this transformation. It doesn't mean that we're all going to be ending relationships and ending things, because Libra is a sign of compromise, but this is an ending. This is definitely an ending. With death and the Seven of Swords, this is not allowing something to fall away. So for Scorpio, it's an ending, right? Because you also have new beginnings. And you have a 10 of Swords, okay? You got two 10s, you got aces, a Fool, you got death. There's endings, and there's a lot of cyclic energy. It's not like it's justice. It's not like it's Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands energy that would speak to a compromise, because Libra is about compromising. This is definitely cyclic energy endings, okay? So don't want anybody out there trying to kind of twist it. Just want to be honest with you, because I'm here to help. But this energy is going to be about looking and being very honest with ourselves about where we have been giving too much or taking too much, and having to find that balance, Libra, so we can have this new cycle, okay? I love you. This is what I have for you. Check out Vimeo, check out Patreon if you want a personal reading or a Reiki session to dive more into your personal situation to see what your advice would be. Go ahead, book a reading down below through my website. I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell to see when I post, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.